Hey guys, welcome back to NEMT Van Talks. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Monica.
And today we're going to talk about how to start your non-emergency transportation business with $0. First of all, what is NEMT? NEMT stands for Non-Emergency Medical Transportation. We provide transportation to seniors and people with disabilities. We are not emergency services. Yep. We're not intended for emergency services. So if your mom or your dad is having a heart attack, don't call us. Call 911. So we're going to talk about the expenses that come along with starting this business.
Right. And when you start to think about the expenses that come along with starting this business, you need to do your research. You need to do your research so you can understand the difference in the expenses, because there are one-time expenses that are associated with this business and ongoing expenses that are associated with this business as well.
Absolutely.
Why are you looking like that?
What? I ain't looking like nothing. So let's talk about the one-time expenses.
So some one-time expenses consist of you'll need to purchase a vehicle, right? And you'll need that vehicle to transport your clients. So that is a one-time expense that will be associated with your business. That is not something that's going to be ongoing unless you're thinking about expanding your business in the future. So if that is something you want to do, or hopefully you will want to do that, you won't have to do that every single month, right? When you purchase that vehicle one time, that is considered a one-time expense.
No. So I want to hop on that, right? Because if you are starting with your own vehicle, then there's no extra expense for vehicle purchase, right?
Right.
So that still puts you at the $0 amount. But if you do need to purchase a vehicle, then of course you will need money to make that purchase.
Yeah. And then what about, you have to get license and permits, right? So there is initial cost that is
man, you done took us out of our dollar range. So you mean to tell me I gotta have money for licensing and permits?
Well, do you want to start a business?
I can't start with $0.
You cannot start any business that I know of with
$0. So, like Monica said, you will need money to set aside for licensing and permits.
Yes.
So, when it comes to licensing and permits, you could expect to pay anywhere between $40 and $300 for licensing and permits, depending on what state you're in.
Insurance, right?
Oh, man.
Jasmine, can you still start this business with? Okay, so then you need to get insurance for your business. So of course you should know this by now, because who taught you? Jasmine and Monica. You need what? You will need general liability and commercial auto insurance for your business, right? So when it comes to a one-time payment, let's look at it as you will need to make your first down payment. Yes.
And typically your down payment is one of your largest payments when it comes to like the monthly aspect of it. So when you're making your down payment, it depends on how many vehicles you have that you're getting coverage for. So that amount can range, typically like it's in the thousands.
Yes.
So like 1,000 and then so on and so forth. So I would expect to at least pay between $1,000 and $1,500 if you have 1 to 2 vehicles.
So let's talk about vehicle modifications, right? What does that consist of?
Right. So vehicle modifications, what level of service do you plan to offer? Maybe you have a van and you want to do a conversion on that van, right? So you may want to add a ramp or a lift onto that, or any other special equipment like wheelchair tie downs. All of those things are one-time payments that that you will need to pay for when starting your business. Now, of course, if you are offering ambulatory services, then there really is no special modifications that are needed. But for sure, if you are offering wheelchair and gurney services, there are some special modifications that you will need to make in the vehicle if the vehicle is not already equipped with the equipment at the time of purchase.
Yes. And then there is technology set up.
Right.
So you will need to upgrade your technology for your business as well.
Now, if you only have one vehicle, you may be able to get away with not having a scheduling software, but we highly recommend a scheduling software to help you advance your business. So definitely check out MediRoutes. They're a great option for scheduling software. So there we are. There's another fee, right? So well, we can't even say $0 because we're way, I think we're what, $1,500
in.
So
but then, because you got to think about, okay, things that you're going to need for your office supplies, office setup.
But I want to go back to technology though.
What?
Sometimes MediRoutes and some of the other scheduling software platforms offer specials, right? So they may have some type of special where it's no initiation fees. So, if you are thinking about getting a software for your business and you're limited on money, then you may want to be checking out their platforms from time to time to see if there are any promotional offers that are going on at that time. But then I think that's great what you said.
Hold on, I want to add something else to that. Because I'm thinking about just software in general. So now I'm thinking, okay, if you're gonna hire employees, or not just if you're gonna hire employees, you need a payroll software, right? So you need a payroll processing software. So then that's another expense. You need someone to help you manage your payroll, right? Because if you try to do that in-house on your own, I'm sure you're gonna make some mistakes. So again, you're not at $0. You're spending.
Yeah. You're spending money.
Right.
Yeah, you're definitely spending money. And I think it's wise to have a payroll software. Check out ADP. You guys always ask who we using. We're using ADP.
Yes.
So
we'll leave the link below.
Yep. And but then see, you mentioned drivers. So are you going to be owner operator? Are you going to work and then reinvest that money back into your business? Or are you going to hire a driver that you're going to have to pay, right? So you need to consider that as well. Also, office expenses, lights, maybe your business phone,
any type of office supplies that you'll need to operate your business, computers, laptop, printer, ink, like all of that is considered as office expense. So, you have to budget for that as well. Yeah.
And then branding and marketing material, of course, you're going to need that when you first start your business because you're going to want to, spread the word. That's the only way that you're going to bring clients into your business. So these are some of the, I know we kind of dabbed off of the one-time expense. I kind of feel like we kind of transferred into the whole ongoing expenses.
Yeah, we did.
But these are all things that you need to think about. Also, any certifications and trainings that your state may require for your drivers, right? So
because that's ongoing training, that is not a one-time thing as well. Those certifications will expire. They do have an expiration date, and so when those certifications expire, your drivers will have to renew those certifications, and so that's also an expense that would be put on the business as well.
Yeah. And then, let's talk about when we initially started, right? Like, so our vehicle we financed, and our vehicle was what, like $700 a month or something like that?
Yes, it was like six something per month.
We didn't put a down payment down. And then Monica and I, we put together our own money.
Yes.
Well, we allowed the business to borrow money from us,
and we paid ourselves back.
But I'm always confused. Was it $2,500?
It was no more than $3,500. I can't remember the exact amount.
Oh, it was $3,500. Okay, so then it was $1,500.
Yes.
Okay, and then once we started to see a profit in our business, we paid ourselves back. Which was like in a matter of weeks. But so we can say that we started with $3,500.
Yes.
Right? But we were responsible but we did have that insurance payment. Well,
remember our first year, we had to pay the insurance payment. But the thing about it is,
did we put on our credit card?
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
So when we first got insurance,
we put it on our credit card and
right.
we paid. And that was because
they didn't give us the option to pay monthly.
Well, they didn't, but it was also beneficial for us because when we opened our business account, remember how we got, for whatever reason, they offered us a credit card, but the credit card didn't have, it was 0 APR, right? And we paid
for that first year.
Yes.
Woo!
So we were hustling like we got to get this paid the first year
for that year.
right?
Yeah.
And because if we would have financed it with the insurance broker,
them dirty dogs, they did not let us make monthly payments.
They
on
were
our
trying to charge
insurance.
us, and it was like because we were new. That was our first year in business. We were new in business. They said we was considered as high risk,
but I want to point that out, y'all. We got a business credit card with 0 APR for 12 months. So when the insurance company said, you can't make payments to us, you got to pay this all up front, we used that credit card to pay for our insurance premium for the year. And then we start hustling and bustling, bringing our clients, and then paid their credit card off before that 12 months. So this is why it's important for you to research and look for different avenues and shortcuts so that you can get the things done that you need to get done within your business.
Not even shortcuts, just the best. You want to do what's best for your business, right? And even though it worked for us, there may be something out there different that may work for you, or you may have a different idea, like, but you want to think smart, right? You want to think smart, like, how can I make this work? And I promise you it'll work. You can figure it out. Yeah, we figured it out. So anyway, I'm glad you shared that story because I totally forgot about that.
But, you also need to set money aside for emergencies, right? So you need to prepare for if that vehicle's going to break down, if, you're not getting any clients and you have... As a matter of fact, if you're able to be owner-operator just to get your business off the ground, then I would suggest that that's the best way to go about it because you're not responsible for paying someone else. You get what I'm saying?
Because that's what we did for the first couple of months. Like, we literally hustled. We learned this business.
That's why we can train you and show you what to do because...
people don't understand, like, we were grinding, like, we really were, like, we learned the business in and out because that's what we said we wanted to do before we even brought on any employees. Like, we wanted to know, okay, what if this scenario happened? And luckily, it was 2 of us, so when certain situations happen, I could call Jasmine, she can call me, and we can kind of like problem solve. But it prepared us for when we did get drivers and we experienced those situations with our drivers, we can problem solve immediately. Like, we didn't, we wasn't frantic, like, oh my God, like, what do we do? Because we had literally learned every single thing and we experienced so much, like, it was good. So it was ready.
Good. It was good. And like I tell you guys all the time, we made some mistakes in business. We made some mistakes in business, but we learned from them mistakes. And we learned to, hey, don't do that no more. Right? So that's why I say, like, we're the perfect, and I'm not saying it's just to toot my own
horn. You are, but go ahead and toot it.
We're the perfect ones to be able to provide you with coaching and mentorship because we done been there, we done that. Like, we know what you need to stay away from. We know what you need to look out for.
We know what worked, what didn't work. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Like, we can tell you, like, because it's true. We know exactly what to look for.
And then, another thing is you hear a lot of people saying, oh, well, it's hard to get financing when you're a new business, which it is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat that. But how do we get that credit card when we first started out? And our insurance was like, what, $15,000 when we first started? So that limit was high.
It was high.
In order for us to put that
credit, the premium on our card.
So stop letting people play with y'all. If someone says no, you move on to the next.
Somebody else.
And don't be afraid to ask questions, with the bank, with the insurance company, whoever it is, because you have to advocate for yourself because they're not going to advocate for you. They're going to want you to put your name on. And actually we did for our vehicle. We did co-sign.
We were the
guarantors on our vehicle. So I do want to point that out. So that is okay if that's the only option that you have.
But that's how you start to establish business credit. Like, because that was our first vehicle, our first purchase.
Girl, we getting all kind of credit card statement loans.
Yes.
I seen one the other day for what was it, like 800,000 or something?
I don't know, but I just stopped looking because regardless, you still responsible for that debt. So keep that in mind too. But anyway, it's still an opportunity to make it happen, to start your business ultimately.
But in conclusion, you cannot start this business with $0. So you're gonna
need some startup funds to start a business, and as you should, because you don't know what to expect until you start to generate revenue for your business. You want to be prepared for the unexpected, right? Vehicle maintenance, all of that stuff, setting up your business the right way. You just want to be prepared. So you do want to have some money saved to start your business, and especially until you start to generate money, right? Because it may take a month or 2 months to generate money, and so you want to have something reserved so you can make sure you can still pay your monthly insurance. You can still pay your monthly payment on your vehicle, all the maintenance that's required, gas, all that stuff. Like, it will not affect your day-to-day operation.
And don't come calling saying, hey, I want mentorship, but I don't have money, and I got I'm experiencing all this hardship. Like, I get it. We experience things within our lives too. So my response to you with that is save your money.
Be nice.
No, because I'm you know what? I'm all about transparency, and I want to be real with you guys. If you don't have money for coaching and mentorship, watch some YouTube videos. We got over 100 YouTube videos on our channel.
That's true.
And we have people that have successfully started and launched their NEMT businesses
just by watching these videos.
Right.
They tell us that all the time. And now that's the honest. And that's not even tooting our horn, but that is true as well. People tell us all the time, like, I started my business because of the material that you all provided, on your YouTube platform. So,
and we love to hear it.
Yes. And that's the reason why we do it. Honestly, we give you all this information because, again, when we started we didn't have this. We learned from our mistakes, and so we were looking for this information. We wanted someone that we could follow, where we could gain this insight about this industry, and so we didn't have it. So we wanted to find a way to kind of give back, and this is our way of giving back to you. This is free information that we're giving you. So
right.
Take it and run with it.
Right. And there's a lot of people out here having hardship, and I get it. So definitely, if you're one of those people, watch the YouTube videos. Save your money. Save your money so that you can get your business started, and just watch the videos and write notes. And as a matter of fact, the next person that call saying they having hardship, I'm gonna start questioning them about stuff that we talked about in our YouTube videos.
To see if they watch the videos first.
Yep, I sure am. Because that's where it all starts. It starts with research.
Yes.
So if you're serious about getting started, you have to do your independent research. And it ain't even really a lot of research, right? Because we got, like I said, over 100 videos, and the titles to the topics that we're discussing are on the thumbnail of the video. So if you want to learn about marketing, go to the video that has the thumbnail that says marketing. If you want to learn about licensing and requirements, go to the video with the thumbnail that said licensing and requirements.
Okay, be nice.
I just really want to be honest with you guys, but I really want to get my point across. We want you guys to succeed. We've given you the resources to succeed. Now, when you're ready, let's go. Hop in a course. Let's hop on a call and let's get you going. But I also want to be transparent. You cannot start this business with $0. I know a lot of people on social media say, oh, go no doc loan at Bank of America or all these different places.
Yeah.
It's all bluff. It don't fall for it. And so we're going to be real with you.
Yeah. Okay?
So no, you cannot start with $0, but you can start.
You can start.
But you may just need to save your money for a while.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. I think that's it. I think she wrapped it up.
I still love y'all.
She said she wrapped it up, guys. All right. Until next time.
Bye.